Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am filming my March beauty favorites, and I seriously cannot believe that March is almost over with. I mean, by the time this video is up, it might be April. I don't know. I think I'm going to post this at the end of March. But yeah, it's just crazy how fast this month has went by. It's crazy that we're getting even closer to summer, which I'm getting so excited about. And in the month of April, I'm so looking forward to April because Josh and I were going to be heading out to California, to Los Angeles, because my cousin is getting married and she lives out in LA. So we're going to be going to her wedding out there for like 5 days. We're going to be out there. So it's going to be kind of like a little mini vacation. So I'm so looking forward to that. And the weather is finally starting to warm up and be a lot nicer. So yeah, I just always get so excited this time of the year when it starts warming up. So let's just go ahead and jump in to my favorites. So I have not really a lot of new product favorites. I have a lot of like, I guess, kind of rediscovered favorites this month. So, and just favorites that have been in my favorites videos for a while. So first, I just want to mention my skincare products, at least my daytime ones. For my evening, I've still been kind of using my same stuff as well. I use my Ultra Repair cream usually in the evenings. And then sometimes, depending on my serum, I might use my Lancome Advanced Genifique. Sometimes I might not even use a serum. Other times I might use my First Aid Beauty, the Hannabis and Oat oil stuff that I had in last month's Shop Mustache. Sometimes I'll use that. So I kind of mix it up in the evenings, but during the day, like, this is my ride or die like combo. So the Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Essence and SPF 50+, I use this every single day. Even if I don't go outside, I just always wear sunscreen. And then the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer. This is just my holy grail face moisturizer. I just love it. It's moisturizing, but I don't feel like it's greasy. I don't know. I just love that moisturizer. Okay, so for primers, I discovered a new primer this month, the Pure No Filter Primer. So this was sent to me for free to review from Pure. I put this in Shop Mustache, in my March Shop Mustache, and I used it a ton this month. And at first, I just kind of thought, oh, this is like any other, illuminating primer that I have in my collection. But I don't know, there's just something about this one that it really does give you that glow from within underneath your foundations. And I can even mix this. I don't really mix it with the foundation, but I can even use this underneath my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, and I don't feel like it's too much for me. Now, in the dead of summer, like in the middle of summer when it's super hot and humid, I probably couldn't use this combo. But right now, since it's still been pretty dry, I can totally wear this underneath of that. And this is one of those primers that has like the little dropper thing. This thing, the only thing is I feel like the dropper gets like super messy, but the undertone of this primer is like a gold. It kind of has like a golden undertone to it, but I feel like once you get it blended out, it doesn't seem like super golden. I feel like even if you were a cool skin tone, you could get away with this. It's very moisturizing, but not, I don't feel like it's greasy. Like, I feel like it feels nice on the skin. Now, if you were oily, it could feel greasy, but if you're dry, I don't think you would find it like, too oily or anything like that. I don't know. I think it looks beautiful underneath foundation, so I love this. I just think it's really good. And then my other two favorite primers this month, I was just really into moisturizing things. I just feel like my skin is just so, it needs moisture right now. Between it getting, because like where I live, it would be like hot not hot, but it would be like in the upper 50s, maybe close to 60s. And then the next day, the high would only be like 30s. So it was like the weather was just all flip-flopping, and it just wreaks havoc on my skin whenever it does that. So I was into super moisturizing primers. So I fell back in love with these two primers, my First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer and my Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer. So these are just like my go-tos, like I said, when my skin just needs extra moisture. This one is slightly a little bit more moisturizing than the First Aid Beauty one. Another moisturizing product, the VDL Expert Radiance Fix Mist. This was just like my all-around favorite setting spray this month. I just love this stuff. It's a very illuminating, like it gives your skin a nice radiant glow. And I don't know, I love the way this smells, and the ingredients in this product are supposed to be good for your skin. Like it's also a skincare product. And I did look on VDL's website, and they do sell this now in the US. I know when I first got this, when I went to IMATS in Toronto and bought this, they really weren't selling it in the US yet, but they are selling it on their website now, on their US website. So I will link that down below for you guys if you guys are interested. And honestly, I mean, this setting spray is a little pricey. Like I think it's $22 for this bottle, but you get 4 fluid ounces in it, and the all-nighter also comes with 4 fluid ounces, and this is a little cheaper, you know, than the all-nighter. I mean, $22 is kind of expensive, but it's not like super high-end pricing. I feel like it's on the little bit more reasonable side of like higher end makeup. So, and especially since that has good skin benefits, I definitely think it's worth the price tag. I think it's worth it. For foundations, my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This is just a go-to for me, especially anytime I feel like my skin needs to look more radiant. And I started mixing this in with this foundation. I may have mentioned this last month in last month's favorites, but I can't remember. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in the shade 400, which is Pearl. And I've been mixing these two together because this is slightly a little too dark for me, and this just lightens it up. I feel like the lighter shade of the L'Oreal Pro Glow is too pinky. Like this is the next shade up from the lightest. This is 202, and 201 is just like a really weird shade for me. So this just works better. If their lighter shade was this color, I would totally get it in the Pro Glow, but they don't have this shade in the Pro Glow. So been loving those two together. And sometimes I would also use the Wet n Wild Pump Makeup Locker, their 3-in-1 BB cream, for like a mixer foundation type of product to lighten up foundation. So sometimes I would use this with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, especially if I wanted the Pro Glow to look extra dewy, because when I mix the Pro Glow with the Infallible Fresh Wear, it kind of takes away the dewiness a little bit, because the Fresh Wear isn't necessarily a dewy foundation. It's just kind of like a natural skin finish, where this makeup locker is super dewy and like super moisturizing. This is just a good product to thin out any heavy type of makeup. So I would use it, you know, with this, sometimes with my Revlon Color Stay, with this Almay TLC Truly Lasting Cover Foundation, which I'm still kind of testing this out. I do like it, but I don't know if I'm ready to put it in a favorites video quite yet. But yeah, so I don't know that I'm like crazy about this product by itself, but it is a great foundation to use to thin out other foundations and to also help them have a little bit more of a radiant glow. So that's my thoughts on the makeup locker. With brow products, I've still been loving my same Benefit Ka-Brow and Benefit Gimme Brow, but a new brow product that I fell in love with this month, the Almay Brow Styler, and this is just their transparent. I want to go back and get one of their colored ones just to see how that performs, but I really like to use this on days when I'm doing a super natural look and I'm not filling in my brows. I just want to set my brow hairs in place. Like, this stuff holds your brows all day long. It doesn't look like gross on your brows. You know how like some clear brow gels, it's like it looks like you have gel on your brows, like it just doesn't look good. I don't feel like this product looks that way. I feel like it looks nice on your brows, but at the same time holds them in place and everything. For my setting products, still been loving my same setting products. For eyeshadow primers, these were the two that I've been focusing on. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. This is one of my holy grail eyeshadow primers. Absolutely love this. It keeps your eyeshadows lasting all day long, keeps them from creasing, keeps them vibrant. And also I've been trying to use up this Lorac Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primer in my Shop My Stash, and I really like this primer as well. I mean, I feel like these could be dupes for each other. So, I mean, after I use this up, I probably wouldn't repurchase it, not because it's bad, but just because I can get like the same thing for less. So why spend more money if I don't have to? Okay, so moving along to, I guess, blushes. So all of the blushes that I had in Shop My Stash, I just absolutely love. These are just some of my all-time favorite blushes. I know that this new Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Just Peachy is kind of like new to my favorites, but I can definitely tell that this is going to be a very much like reach for blush, especially in the summer. I know that this was in last month's favorites, but I've still been loving it this month. And then these other two blushes, of course you guys know how much I love my Wet n Wild Rosé Champagne blush, and then the CoverGirl Classic Blush in Soft Mink. So love, love, love those. And then a new blush that I discovered this month is this Almay Smart Shade blush in the color Coral. And it's such a beautiful coral blush, and I was like pleasantly surprised at how much I really like this blush. So it's just a beautiful coral. I feel like a lot of different like skin tones could wear this. Like if you're more fair, you could kind of just, you know, stick up here where it's lighter. But even with me, I can mix them all together, just like apply a light hand with them, and it's really pretty. And I mean, it looks pretty much matte like with my swatch, but sometimes when it's on my skin, I feel like it does have a slight sheen to it. But yeah, I really was pleasantly surprised by that blush, and I feel like it's a really beautiful blush color for the spring months. These Almay Velvet Foil eyeshadows. Fell in love with these this month, and I want to pick up some more of these. Like I told you guys in my one brand Almay makeup tutorial, I didn't see these at Walgreens, so I don't know if they only sell them at Ulta, or maybe Walmart also carries these. I don't know. Does Walmart carry Almay? But the two colors that I have been loving is Cupid Glaze and Endgame. So Cupid Glaze is just a really pretty kind of like rose gold peachy color with like kind of little like shimmers or sparkles in it, and the color Endgame is just a really pretty bronze, and I like to use these in combination with each other as well. I don't have any issues with those creasing throughout the day. Like they last all day on my eyelids. They just are so pretty. I'm like so in love with those. Another product that I forgot to kind of lump with like my reoccurring favorites, my Physicians Formula Eye Booster Pen. I just absolutely love this liner. I think it'll just be like a favorite for like ever. It just gives me like, I can do the perfect wing with that liquid liner. I don't know, it's just my favorite. Two Grande Cosmetics products that were my favorites this month. Of course, you guys know how much I love the Grande Lash MD. This is my holy grail lash growth serum. Like it will make your lashes grow insanely long, but you have to use it religiously every night for at least 3 to 4 months before you're going to see your full results with it. But yeah, it's awesome. And this has lasted me forever, but you just need like the littlest amount like on your lash line. So yeah, I mean, it's getting kind of to the end now, but I've had that product for quite some time. And then the Grande Mascara. I was pleasantly surprised at how much I like this mascara. I just kind of thought, oh, it's going to be just like a basic mascara. I'm not really going to like it that much, but it does an amazing job of separating your lashes, making them look long. And I don't know, I just really like it. Now, if my lashes weren't long, maybe I wouldn't like it as much, but I think it's an awesome mascara, and it has the same ingredients as their Grande Lash MD. It's just like not as strong as the serum. So I feel like when I use this, especially in conjunction with the lash growth serum, I feel like my lashes just look extra long and extra luscious. So yeah, love those. And then for eyeshadow palettes, kind of jumping back to that because I kind of got off track there. The Anastasia Sultry palette, fell back in love with this palette this month because this was part of Shop My Stash. And I was trying to use that in the Naked Reloaded, but I think I have come to the conclusion that I prefer the Sultry over the Naked Reloaded. I mean, the Naked Reloaded isn't like a terrible palette, but I just feel like for the price and quality wise, I definitely feel like the Sultry palette is better. Like the quality is better. I mean, some of the eyeshadows are slightly a little different. I think that the Naked Reloaded is slightly a little bit more warm toned than the Sultry palette, but they are pretty close kind of dupes to each other. Now, there are a few shades in here that I do like, or I guess at least one shade that I really like in this palette, which is Blur. I love using that color to help like just blur around the edges of like your eyeshadow. It's just, I know it doesn't look like anything special, but I really do like that color. I don't know. I wish that some of the quality of the eyeshadows in this would have been better. Like I wish that Angel Fire wouldn't have been as chunky. I wish that these two colors would have been a little bit more like different, like they're too close to each other. Dreamweaver is like one of those shades you have to really build up, so, and I wish that this was completely a matte shade. So I don't know, it's like I'm really grateful that Urban Decay did send this to me, and like I said, I don't feel like it's a horrible palette, but if I had to compare it to Sultry, I just prefer Sultry over the Naked Reloaded palette. So if you've been debating, I say go for this one if Anastasia still sells it. I mean, the shimmers in this palette are just amazing, and the mattes blend out so beautifully. You have hardly any fallout with the mattes, and with the shimmers you can have fallout, so you have to be careful. I use this palette today to do this eye look, so yeah. And I mean, the packaging on this is just stunning, so love the Sultry palette. And then I kind of fell back in love with the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. Like, this palette is just my favorite palette, my like most reached for palette in the spring and summertime. I just love these types of colors during this time of the year. So, and every time I just love the way this smells. I love the packaging on it. It's just one of my favorite palettes. It makes me so happy every time I use that. And then the Wet n Wild Keep Going, the little cream stick shadows, I've still been loving these. I've been using Running Naked quite a bit. It's just like a good, just everyday, just a barely there kind of like your lid color, but like it just makes it look kind of glossy color. So a lot of times I'll just put like a warm transition color in the crease and then pop a little bit of this on the lid and just be done. So yeah, been loving this. I do recommend using an eyeshadow primer in conjunction with this though, because it does keep it from creasing. And then the last things that are favorites this month are lip products. So I've still been loving these Wet n Wild Partner Up lip balm stick thingies, tinted lip balms. I just love these on days when I'm not wearing a lot of makeup or I'm not wearing any makeup, but I want to give my lips some color. These are just tinted lip balms, but they're really moisturizing and very hydrating. So love those. And then this lip product here, every time I wear this and post a picture on Instagram, you guys go nuts over this lip color. This is one of the Rebel Rose from Wet n Wild, like from the Rebel Rose limited edition collection. This is one of the Liquid Catsuit High Shine lipsticks in Petal Poison. And it's just a beautiful, like rosy mauve pink. And like I said, I get tons of compliments every time I wear this lip color. And it pairs so nice with the Rimmel lip liner in Addiction. So anytime you see me wearing this, it's paired with that lip liner. But yeah, it's definitely a color that I would recommend from the Rebel Rose collection. I know I'm gonna get a ton of use out of that lipstick. I just love it. And then another like actual lipstick that I fell in love with this month is this Almay lipstick, and this is in the color Go Wild. It's the shade that I have on my lips right now. It's just a really pretty, just pink, more of a pink mauve, or I guess like a pinky nude mauve than like, you know, like a rosy mauve. But yeah, it's just like the perfect everyday pink lip color. It lasts for a decent amount of time on your lips, but it doesn't feel drying. And it is a matte formula, but I don't feel like it's so matte and like it doesn't make your lips look all dry and old. Like it has a little bit of like a satin finish to it, I feel like. So I think that's what makes it feel comfortable on your lips. And I love to pair this lipstick with my NYX Suede lip liner in Sandstorm. And sometimes I'll use it with Addiction too. So yeah. So you'll have to let me know down in the comments what your favorite beauty products were for this month of March. If there's anything new that I need to pick up and test out for you guys, just let me know down in the comments. I hope that you guys had a great month of March. I hope that you all have an awesome month of April. I have so many great videos planned for you guys. And if you are curious about this makeup, I do have a tutorial on it. Should already be posted. So I'll link that down below for you guys. But I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.